Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Subnautica. Last time, we continued our journey down into the deepest parts of the game, and we are here inside of the inactive lava zone. We've been to, I don't know if people dub it the alien castle or what. It's actually the thermal plant for power for the aliens. Or some people call it the lava castle, I think, or something like that. There's a lot of like unofficial names for it that people say, and I don't know all of them because I don't know. I don't look at that mountain over there and think, oh yeah, a castle. But whatever. That's just me. So, we've pretty much finished everything we need to do in this area, and now we are ready to proceed. And actually, we need to proceed this way. This giant hole is where we're gonna go to progress the game. Now, thankfully, we did not have a unfortunate encounter with our sea dragon buddy in this area, but there is one more sea dragon to sneak by later on here, and he's gonna be a little harder to just avoid outright. We're probably gonna have some closer dealings with him. So as you come into this little crater here that appears to be a very active volcano that looks like it's going to blow at any second, we're going to find, this is like literally the only opening. I'll go around in the camera. You can see there is no other opening, so as long as you end up in this crater, just spin your camera around a little bit, you'll find the hole. It's the only one, so... We are hearing voices again as we get deeper into these crazy caves. We're slowly losing our mind and hearing voices with some creepy alien thing. Oh boy. So now we're getting into the active lava zone, where there is active lava flowing and stuff. Now, from everything I've tried to look up, because I'm genuinely interested in science in general, first of all, there's a lot this game doesn't do right in terms of science, but I'll give it a pass because it's fun and it's sci-fi and they don't try to claim it's a sim, so whatever. But anyways, what I was gonna say, I have not found in my own, internet research examples of where we have seen lava flowing underwater like this and not just like turning back into rock or cooling pretty much immediately. We've seen thermal vents. We've seen what happens when lava, or magma, I should say, touches water, but it just cools and hardens immediately. This flowing lava in water, I don't think would be physically possible, but I don't know. At least we haven't observed it, so, I don't know. Now, interesting note here, because of how ridiculously hot it is in this area, I'm in silent running mode, and I probably have a couple of lava larvae on the hull, and we're still increasing in power. It's twitching a little bit, but it did go up a little. We were at 96 a bit ago, and now we're at 97. And, helpful tip from Anthony Dale. Apparently, activating the shield generator just cleans all of the lava larvae off the hull immediately without me having to get outside. So that's useful. There it is, it went up again. So, despite silent running, which uses 5 times more power, we're still gaining power, which is pretty incredible. Now, all of that just to avoid the other sea dragon over there. Of course, I have decoys ready if I need them, but I kind of figured that would be good enough. That'll do, pig, that'll do. Or vermilion in this case. Alright. And we're set. Wow, no lava larvae to speak of. Interesting. Well, anyways, we're pretty much good to go. Now, I don't think I talked about it. The reinforced dive suit greatly increases our thermal resistance, but not infinitely. So you can see here, I'm actually fine. Like, as long as I'm not that close to the lava, I'm good. Whereas if I didn't have this, in fact, let me take it off and show you. Hold on here. So, I'm kind of hurting. It's not bad. Actually, there's like hot spots and cold spots. It appears. Well, am I good here? Or okay, so I'm good here while I'm wearing the suit, but if I take the suit off, you can see, not so good no more. In fact, pretty bad. It's to drop my health pretty quick. So that's what the reinforced dive suit is good for. Now, of course, there's a limit. You know, if I get too close to the lava or anything, it's still going to hurt bad. But that's the point of the reinforced dive suit. I'm pretty sure it also makes you just more resistant to attacks in general, you know, slightly, which is always helpful. Whoa, whoa, okay, that was weird. I looked at my health and my energy on the right-hand side there, and it was like 199. I was like, that's not correct. I did disable the silent running on the sub, because, I mean, as far as I've noticed, he doesn't, like, come all the way over here on his own volition. And if I'm not in the sub, it shouldn't be making a whole lot of noise to start with. I did forget to turn it off. Whoa, there he goes. I thought I shot him with a giant repulsion cannon or something, but nope. That's just him off on his little adventure. Oh, we are going to have to craft a blue tablet, but we'll come back to that. For the meantime here, or for the time being, this is where you need a blue tablet. You need one blue tablet. You're going to have to craft another one, because as far as I'm aware, that's the only blue tablet that you can find. As far as I'm aware. Could be wrong. I think that's the only one you can find, though. And you're going to need a second to proceed later on here in this building. As we head up this ramp, there's this really cool lighting array. And I don't know if you noticed, but we passed through an oxygen shield down there.
Local alien broadcast. Warning, vaccine development program terminated. Emperor egg hatching project terminated. Live specimens terminated. Evacuate immediately.
Ooh, that all sounds very, very bad. It sounds like they kind of gave up, or they couldn't finish in time before they were on their deathbeds effectively. So they shut it all down to try and contain what more of the bacteria that they could. Now, that might seem like a pretty pathetic little pile of ion cubes there, but what's cool is if you watch this for a second, check that out. This is an ion cube fabricator, so it will just keep pumping these things out constantly. So now you have an infinite supply of ion cubes as long as you have a drill arm. But you should probably have a drill arm by this point of the game. If not, you may be doing something wrong, unless you're trying to get through the game without a drill arm, in which case, good luck to you. But I suppose it wouldn't be too hard, it'd just be tedious. Anyways, there's this massive structure. This is the primary containment facility, and there is a bunch of stuff here. So let's just make the rounds and grab as much data as we can. Enzyme 42 project data. All attempts to develop the enzyme into a vaccine have been unsuccessful. Yes. Oh yeah, these guys. I guess we never did scan these guys. I think we saw one. Well, I know we saw one at the thermal plant, but I know we didn't scan it either. So let me go find the alien robot. There we go. Oh, and I didn't pull up the ion cube fabricator either. Immobilize and return to Altera for mutual profit. Gee, thanks, guys. How wonderfully selfless of you. Drawing power itself from the main thermal plant makes an almost limitless source of energy. Limitless for our purposes. We're never going to be able to use more ion cubes than that thing can fabricate. And this is another pretty interesting and sad specimen here. This preserved sea emperor fetus is likely a child of the adult specimen contained within the facility. Without a young, healthy specimen, these efforts were in vain, sadly. And then if we come this way, we have an egg casing. They were really doing what they could to study, everything. Time pressure to develop bacterial vaccine may have driven the alien researchers to cut open this egg and remove the fetus for study. Also, that last line on there about specific conditions being needed for the baby to hatch naturally, that's going to be relevant. I won't say more. Anyways, you may have also noticed the array of display cases here that... There we go, now they're back. There's a lot here. This one I find the most interesting because it's definitely proof that these aliens had interplanetary or intergalactic, maybe even, travel to, and they visited Earth at one point or another, because there's a blade from Earth, a sword from Earth. And then there's this cool looking stone carving, looks kind of like a yin and yang sort of thing. Visited Earth prior to the 4th century BC and influenced development of ancient Chinese philosophy, or that the concept of yin and yang is universal. I mean, it wouldn't be crazy to me to think that two separate civilizations, intelligent civilizations, would probably come up with a similar concept of yin and yang. That seems likely, actually. So, I don't know. I mean, we already know they went to Earth because we found the knife over there, the sword over there, but... let's see. Very interesting. Then we got this here circular object. Oh, a holographic projector, eh? Pretty cool. This rudimentary tablet here. Looks like a key for something, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, yeah. That says the same thing. I genuinely didn't remember that from the PDA. It just kind of looked like it. Then over here, we have this thing. What am I stuck on? What am I stuck on? I don't know what I'm stuck on. Okay, whatever. As long as I can scan the thing. Translation device, eh? Oh, I could use that. I could really use that. CHBC Live appears many times. It's important. Maybe that's supposed to say importance. Translate into the designer's language will not be used, or cannot be used the other way around. Well, that sucks. An empty case, huh? Nanobots. So show some form of advanced nanobot inside the seemingly empty case. Would, however, be unwise to release them. Yeah, I suppose. Then there's this one, this unusual box. It looks like a fidget cube, honestly. Sort of. Organic matter particulator. Interesting. Would be unwise to interact with it without instructions. Yeah, probably. What? Whoa. Oh, there we go. This crescent moon thing. Tracking implant. Hello. Well, that thing is, that's a big tracking implant. That's like some freaking, what is it called? Indominus Rex style stuff right there. Then there's this crazy looking alien object. Alien building block. Really? Build stuff out of that? Looks pretty misshapen and crude. Interesting. Very cool. Well, so there's some of the interesting things here. Now there are like 6 rooms that we don't need a tablet to get through. 4 of them are portals. So the 4 corners basically. Well, it's kind of an octagon, I guess. So I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. I would just say the corners. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are the portal doors. The ones in the middle of the room on either side actually take you to something other than portal rooms. Some pretty interesting other types of rooms in here.
Appears to be a biological archive storing more than 40 indigenous egg specimens in different states of development.
Cool. So you can see pretty much preserved specimens of just about every kind of creature egg that there is. Some enlarged, some... Yeah, most of these are just enlarged. Yeah, that one looks like it was being handled before they just said, screw it, we're out of here. And there's some repeat ones. Some of these we've definitely seen before. This one looks kind of like the opened one that we saw before. Hint, hint. And then there's this data terminal over here. Sea Emperor Leviathan research data. Specimen size categories have been adjusted upward to accommodate the species. Look at that thing. Crazy tentacles. Enzyme 42. The Emperor manufactures Enzyme 42 within its stomach cavity to break down its food and will occasionally expel it into the surrounding waters. The substance was found to neutralize the effects of that bacterium. Its presence in the ecosystem today would explain how life on the planet survived the outbreak. It would remain to be explained by what mechanism the enzyme is being delivered. Wow. Well, I need some of that Enzyme 42 stuff if I want to cure myself. Do they have... You know what? I never bothered to look. But do they have a cuttlefish egg in here? Because I don't recall seeing one in here. And that would be pretty cool if we have not one but 2 cuttlefish eggs and the aliens don't have a single one in all of their research. I suppose that doesn't confirm that they never found it, but if they don't have it here, I mean, it's pretty odd that they don't have it. They seem to have really thoroughly checked this planet, but I don't know. Well, let's head across the other room to the other side. Then we'll have to head back to the Cyclops and make another blue tablet to proceed. But over on this side of the room, you may remember earlier, a while ago now, we found some vents, these crazy vents, and I said that some of the peepers were going in and some of them were coming out, and that would have significance. Well, here we are. This is that network. So there's a peeper in the pipe there. This is the outflow pipe. And enzyme host peepers leaving the containment facility. And here we go. Specimens show no symptoms of infection. All specimens scanned are carrying enzyme 42, which data suggests inhibits the bacterium. So there we go. That is how life is continuing on this planet despite the Kara virus or bacteria. I mean, that is like pretty much lethal to everything. And then here's the inflow pipe where the peepers come in. Peepers entering the containment facility. Pipes drawing water into the containment facility are filled with peepers arriving from the surface. No signs of distress. Some specimens are beginning to show signs of infection. Then there's the elephant in the room, the data terminal here. Ventilation control. So, there we go. That is what the pipe network is. That is why some of the peepers that came out had these, like, golden trails behind them. That's what that was. It was peepers that had enzyme 42. And now, the obvious question is, where are they getting enzyme 42? Well, we're going to go downstairs in this room here and just check it out real quick. Make sure there's nothing else we need. Then we're going to go make a blue tablet and see if we can figure out where these guys are getting their enzyme 42, so that maybe I can get some enzyme 42, and then I can be cured. And then I can go home, and I don't have to risk, you know, killing everybody on Earth with this crazy disease that we don't understand. They seem to be going down there. I was about to criticize the game for having a solid wall there that the peepers appear to be clipping through, but that doesn't actually seem to be the case upon closer inspection, which is nice to see. Can't really see where they're going in great detail, but at least, yeah, it's not a solid wall that they're clipping through. At least not in the first few inches that we can actually see. So props for that, because it would have been real easy for them to be lazy and not expect anyone to get that close, but they did a good job. They did a good job. Actually, it looks like the pipe curves a little bit, like the peepers were turning at the last second there. Anyways, minor details. I'm rambling. Let's go back to the Cyclops and make a blue tablet. Now, I'm actually going to leave Ruby here because I'm faster on foot and with the Sea Glide, and it's right there. I have a reinforced dive suit. Everything will be fine. So, blue tablet is it's going to be an ion cube plus 2 kyanite, and that's it. So let's get the sea glide out here. And as you can see, the sea dragon isn't even around. Now, I should mention, the one that we saw go flying off into the sunset, so to speak, that just is kind of a visual bug. That's not actually the sea dragon. That's like a visual copy of the sea dragon. It just went flying off into space and time. But that's not actually the sea dragon that like we have to worry about. Why do I have another piece of plasteel on me? I don't know. I really don't know. I have no idea. Let's get rid of that. Let's also put away the creature egg, because that's taking up some space. Let's grab the kyanite. Where is the kyanite? Ah, crap. Is it on the prawn suit still? What is this music about? What? What? We're fine. Everything's fine. Nothing's attacking us. Calm down, music. There's no need for that. I was like, what is that sound? Oh, it's the music going crazy. Let's go ahead and go like this, and then replant, because we're responsible. Like that. There we go. Community garden of crops for 1. All these lockers are empty. All those lockers are empty. I think the kyanite is still in the prawn suit. 1 second. Whoop. Well. Do not attempt to swim through the walls. That will only end badly. There we go. 1 blue tablet. Now, while I'm here, let's take a look real quick at our ion batteries and ion power cells. So the ion power cell is a little more complicated, but not by much. At least with the ion batteries, you don't need copper wire anymore, which is great. But you do need silver, which is kind of a downer, because silver can be hard. But the gold is not too bad, and of course the ion cubes. I mean, now you have an infinite source of ion cubes, so what more do you want? So there's the ion cube and ion power cells. I'm sorry, ion batteries and ion power cells. And we have our blue tablets. We are ready to go. There goes a lava larva. No, I guess that one was not swimming off into the sunset, so to speak. Where is... I'm really curious, because I genuinely thought I would see him a lot more. This is a really stupid idea. But I'm just curious where he is. Because I don't know. I haven't seen him. I saw him when we came in. And that's it. Buddy. Sea dragon, where are you? Maybe it was more than a visual thing, and he actually did just fly through the world. This is a really stupid idea. But risks make it fun. I really don't see him. Where is he? Oh my god, he might have actually flown off into the sunset. Okay, well, that reduces, like, all of the risk in this area to 0. Well, that's kind of sad. Makes it interesting having something to try and sneak by and, like, have stakes and everything. Like, stakes are high, not stakes like I'm cooking because there's lava 30 meters below me. Yeah, I don't know. Alright. Maybe I just didn't get close enough to him for him to spawn in. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he really just flew through the world. Heck if I know. Anyways, back to what we were doing. Blue tablet in the panel. Moving forward, we're gonna continue to leave the prawn suit here for the time being. Hello, little robots. They will attack you sometimes, but generally they're peaceful. So here's the other spot where you need the blue tablet. Let's go ahead and put that in there. And now to this room. And in this room we have another giant moon pool. So let's hop in here and see what we got.
Are you here to play? Others came here once. They built these walls. They played alone. They bored me. Now they're gone. And instead, we have you. We are curious whether you swim with the current or fight against it, as they did.
Say hello, everybody, to the Sea Emperor. One still lives. And here she is, producing just enough Enzyme 42 to give to the peepers so that they may keep the planet alive.
Passive behavioral patterns in nearby predators. Reason unknown. Unlike other alien facilities, scans indicate this location supports a diverse and healthy ecosystem. Explanation unclear at this time.
And here you see just a little bit of Enzyme 42, but sadly, not enough for us. The peepers pick this up and head back to the surface. Whoa, hello. Ah! Hi there. Alright. And I don't know if I wasn't listening to the PDA. I don't know if she just mentioned that the creatures tend to be passive in here or what, but yes, the creatures do tend to be passive in here. Whoa, hello, achievement. I haven't done this since the game was fully released.
Environment scans indicate the water here is rich with a rare, plankton-like life form which depends on the organic detritus produced by the ecosystem around it.
Okay, cool. We're just going to sit here and get some oxygen, and if you take a look here in the middle, this is pretty amazing. There are little Sea Emperor eggs here. Oh, and she knows. I guess she probably wants me to interact with these somehow. And if you see here, we can insert an ion cube. Want me to insert an ion cube? Is this what you want? Alright, let's do it. There's tons of these things all over the place. You could have probably stuck this in here if you wanted to.
My young need to hatch, to play outside this place. We have been here so long. The others built a passage to reach the world outside. I asked them for this freedom, but they could not hear me. If you help us, I will give you freely what the others tried in vain to take.
Well, so she wants us to help hatch her young so that they can be free from this place. But to do that, oh, let's scan this real quick here too. Incubator. So the aliens kind of had some idea of what needed to happen. They just didn't know how to go about it all the way through. So let's check that PDA there. Whoa, okay. Get away from that. And that. And where's our thing? Hatching enzymes. Attached to an incubator. With extensive information on the sea emperors themselves, it may still be possible to fabricate an artificial hatching enzyme using indigenous ingredients. Ah, interesting. Well, let's go ahead and give this thing a scan. Sea emperor's eggs, and then we'll go sit over this brain coral for a second while we read, so that I can have oxygen. Oh, go down. Sea emperor's eggs. There's a shell, the alien tubes, and amniotic sac, fetal organism. And I think, did we get, I think this was the incubator scan, but let's just make sure. I think it was. Okay. Now, the other elephant in the room here, and in this part of the room, is this little thing here. And this is where we're going to stick the hatching enzymes when we have them. It's not a data terminal. Okay, that's fine. I thought it was a data terminal. It's not. So, let's see. Did she already give us the hatching enzymes blueprints? It doesn't look like it. Oh, you know what? I know what I gotta do first. Yep, which means I'm gonna need... I'll be right back, lady. I'll be right back. I'm gonna need one more ion cube. Actually, wait. Hold on. I'm trying to think. There's a spot. I'm trying to remember where it is because I haven't spent a ton of time in here. There's an ion cube sitting in here somewhere. And I'm trying to remember where it is. I think it's back here, but I don't know for sure. This room is huge, by the way. I mean, it has to be to accommodate, you know, her, but it's easy to forget just how big this room really is. Oh, yes, it is up here. Good, good. There's one of the vents that we have seen quite a few times now. Oh, and also back here, this is also significant. There's the cube I want. Whoops, come on. There we go. Because if you go through this door right here, you can get to this little gate here, and this opens up a short-range portal back up to the top. And in fact, let's do that real quick. We're going to go overtime on this episode a little bit, but significant things are happening, so I'm okay with that. So, I know I just used the cube that I just picked up, I'm aware. But only because this portal... Oh, this is our first time going through a portal. Okay. So he kind of reluctantly sticks his hand inside, and then we go through. Now, you notice our depth didn't change much. You may have noticed when we were approaching the moon pool at first that above and behind it there was another little portal. That's where this one's going to come out. And that's why I did that, because now I can just run back to the prawn suit and get some more cubes. Oh, wow. That loads about 10 times faster than it used to, and that's no exaggeration. Holy crap, that was sweet. Now, the downside is I'm kind of high up here, so I'm going to have to take a little bit of a fall. Ow. But other than that, I'm fine. And now, what I find interesting about this here is the size of these steps. I want to know how big the aliens actually were. Like, are these steps like actual stairs for them? Or were they just aesthetic and they used the ramps like I just did? I don't know. But, holy crap. I mean, I wouldn't assume they're that tall. Look at the rest of this. It's pretty tight compared to how big those steps were, but I don't know, man. Anyways, let's get the prawn suit to sit down here, because we need to be able to reach the storage. Hello. And we'll grab a couple. Yeah, we'll just grab a couple. And so, with these ion cubes, or with at least one ion cube, we can open this up and proceed.
With the passage you have opened, my young can leave this place. But first they must feel the time is right and break free of their shells. This is what the others could not force from me. To you, I give the secret willingly.
And there is the hatching enzymes blueprints. Now, this is something I remember thinking, oh my god, this is really complicated. How am I ever going to find these things? Next episode, I will show you a very quick and easy way to find all of these things. But for now, that will do it for this episode of Subnautica. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and as always, I hope to see you all in the next one.